Sky is my father, a Naga village remembered. By Easterine Kire. The celebrated novel, the first Naga novel in English, about the legendary battle between Britain and the little warrior village of Konoma in the 19th century, now reissued. Between 1832 and 1880, the Angami warriors of Konoma were a beacon of Naga resistance against the British, carrying out raids and disrupting the forced recruitment of the Nagas as bonded laborers. In this richly detailed historical novel, the first Naga novel to appear in English, Hindu Prize winner Easterine Kire brings alive Konoma of the 19th century, a natural fortress nestled amidst high mountains. Life in the far-flung Naga hills was ordered by the seasons and the ceaseless labor of both women and men in the fields, by social taboos, rituals and festivals. Young men grew up on stories of valiant battles with rival villages, tigers, spirits and the British. Everyone had a deep connection with the land, and they took pride in fighting and toiling for it. The Konoma warriors clashed with the British a number of times, stirring other Naga villages to join them as well. After the death of an officer in 1879, the British laid siege upon the tiny village. But despite being outnumbered and ill-equipped, Konoma held out against them for 4 long months, eventually signing a peace treaty on the 27th of March 1880. Originally published to great acclaim as A Naga Village Remembered, this revised edition weaves together meticulous research, oral narratives and fabulous prose, to tell the story of a proud and remarkable community reckoning with radical change, within and without. A real man does not need to roar to show that he is a man. This book deals heavily with wars and rituals the people of a certain Naga tribe, Angami, used to follow during the times of war. Also, focused a lot more in details during the first half of the book with the harvesting times and the distinct roles and responsibilities of every member in the community. Sky is my father. A Naga village remembered. Kire says that Konoma forms a naturally fortified place by the mountainous barrier. The people living in the Konoma village had a deep connection with the land, their taboos, and they took pride in fighting and toiling for it. The novel also centers on the battle between Britain and the little warrior village of Konoma. According to Viva Jayavadivu, assistant professor of English, APA College for Women, Palani in his article, Taboo Themes in Easterine Kire's Sky is My Father, a Naga Village Remembered, published in Research Journal of English RJOE. In the 19th century, Konoma is a little village surrounded by mountains, and it is seen in the northern Angami region between Marima and Chiswema. In the first chapter, the themes of taboos are well expressed with the death of Kovi's wife. Kovi lives with his wife and a daughter in the village of Konoma. His wife dies with the delivery of another baby. In the death of his wife, Kovi cannot express his emotions through the tears as it was the taboo. No mourning for a Lashu death, it is taboo. The strictest of taboos was upon the Lashu death. No mourning of the dead. Kire, 6. The word Lashu refers to the death of women during delivery. And the dead women are denied funeral rites, as it was the strict taboo followed by Konoma villagers in Nagaland. Kovi and his daughter deeply grieved over the death, but they cannot express their grief in public as it was the taboo. At the beginning of the novel, Kelavizo alias Levi, an avid wrestler, was 17.5 years old. He was the first son of Vicha and Vipiano. Levi's younger brother was Lotto. Levi and his age group have started to earn money or grain through the work in other people's agricultural lands. Vipiano knows that the taboos and all the rituals have to be followed strictly by the villagers. She remembers that her father has said that if we break the taboos from our life, then we are breaking ourselves from life. If you break the taboos, you break yourself. If you did not heed the taboos, you could live on unharmed for some years, but the day would soon come when the earth would open up to receive you before your time. And then, when that day struck, you went without the compassion of the village. Kire, 14-15. Here we can understand that the people of Konoma are carefully observing the taboos as a part of life. The violation of taboos relates to the death of the individual, and they do not receive compassion from the villagers. The people of Konoma believe that in the Kanuo Levi Day, that is a Jena day to prevent damage to crops by animals, work should not be done throughout the village. It was their belief that if people work on the day, their crops would be damaged by insects, birds, and animals. The Jena day refers to the no-work days, and it was a taboo to work on Jena days. No one violates a Jena day, so the Jena was death to those who defied it but life to those who abided by it. Kire, 52. In the Jena day, the villagers do not work in the agricultural fields and they take rest from fieldwork. The Jena day would bring death to those who defy it and it gives life to the people who abide by it. Through the taboos, we observe the social unity of people without inequalities. Covey tells Levi that life was unpredictable and strange. So the careful observation of the taboos would be much more important to have a long and fulfilled life. Arrogance and pride kill. Be humble, heed the taboos and there is no reason why you should not have a full and long life. Kire, 53. Covey also tells that arrogance and pride are the vices of human beings and it kills us. Human beings should possess commiseration and humbleness in mind. In analyzing the novel with taboo themes, we can understand that the people of Konoma have a social obligation towards the protection of the village. Through following taboos, the people take responsibility to guard their village and to earn great names for the village. Thus we could understand that without arrogance and pride, the responsibility of manhood was to protect the social values and respect each other with cordiality. Some of the taboos may be meaningless to the modern people but the careful observation and the adherence of it would bring the sense of well-being and social integration to the society. Source: https://www.rajo.org.in/